Alrighty, and just like that, I don't have a air gauge, so I just pulled the valve stem cores till it stopped singing. Aired down a little bit, grabbed a shovel, cleared out everything that was touching the frame and underneath the truck and everything from behind the tires, backed right out. So, show you what I fell into there. Kind of hard to see. Not much, doesn't look like much, but keep in mind I'm on 2.5 to 3 feet of snow, and that's a good 1.5 foot lift going in that direction. Kind of hard to tell by the video, but anyhow, we're going to continue on and look for a better turnaround. Now that I'm aired down, I can really get in trouble. Took me, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes to air down and shovel out. And again, I'm on snowmobile trails. These are groomed snowmobile trails. And no vehicles have been up here other than snowmobiles. So I'm going to try and find a nice groomed wide spot where I can get turned around and head back out. Probably could have turned around right there. This actually don't look too bad. Yeah. I don't know. On the groomed snowmobile trail, like I showed you before, I'm only dropping into the snow 3 or 4 inches. So I got lots of clearance. It's just the only problem is if I get off this groomed trail, then I'm in some serious trouble. But as long as I stay on it and I don't dig down through it, I do just fine. Wet, heavy snow. Hoping there's some pretty decent wide spot up here somewhere where I could easily turn around, but I don't know. Aired down. This is always dangerous because you get aired down, you're like, oh, I got all the traction in the world. Then you keep going, then you get to a spot where you can't go when you're aired down. I don't have bead locks, so I'm only aired down, rough estimate, somewhere between 15 and 20, which really isn't all that much, but it's a game changer to highway pressure, you know, between 35 and 50 or 80, depending on what kind of tire you're running. Whatnot. But yeah, I was getting around just fine before I aired down. Then of course I don't have a gauge, so I couldn't tell exactly how much air I was letting out. A lot of times with a gauge with my other truck, when it stops singing, it'll whistle. It kind of depends on where you're at, but if you're up at highway pressure, a lot of times it'll whistle, and when it stops whistling, that's generally somewhere around 20 pounds. So I let it stopped whistling, for about 10, 15, 20 seconds. And then I put the valve stem cord back, or valve stem, whatever. Put the core back in. So I think I'm between 15 and 20 right now, and with the years of experience, it should be pretty close to where I'm at. I'm guessing I'm somewhere around 15. No bead locks. But I remember there's a spot up here. It flattens out somewhere around 12, 13 miles, somewhere in there. Nice flat white spot, kind of like it was back there. There's a 12 mile. Only a couple miles. Well, from what I just saw, unless it's groomed all the way to the actual warming hut, unless that was the road to the warming hut, and it wasn't groomed, I don't know. It's so different in the snow. I can't remember. I don't know. I guess we'll just go till my asshole puckers and we'll turn around and head back, hopefully, if we can. Definitely tell I took some air out of the tires. A nice, like, old Cadillac feel. It's just kind of floating. Oh, I probably should have turned around a long time ago. I have very limited amount of vehicles that can get to me right now. Ever since I left the truck tracks that I left, heavy trucks, diesels, 1 tons, all sorts of crap could have got to me before I left the truck tracks. Now that I'm on these snowmobile tracks on a groomed trail, there's definitely that limited amount of vehicles that can get to me. Those heavy trucks are not easily going to climb through this crap. They're going to try and dig for China. They're going to go down through this 2.5, 3 feet of snow, whatever I'm on top of. I don't even know it. I guarantee it's been getting deeper as I go. And by looking at some of the markers that I know are 4 to 5 feet tall and they're just barely out of the snow, I would imagine I'm 3 feet plus. Shouldn't be doing this. But a little liquid courage and trying to gain some YouTube fandom, I'm willing to do stupid shit. Me and my puppy get hungry, I mean, I could always eat him, I guess. I don't know if that's Chinese or Japanese or Taiwan. I don't know who eats dogs. Comment below. 12.5 mile inbound, retarded. I think this is 20, 22, 23. 20-some miles. We're actually well over halfway. We're definitely on the worst part. But at some point, this should start getting a little better, honestly. Somewhere's probably around the 15, 16 mile, I would imagine. The locals coming in from the top side, either it's going to be plowed or tracked or something. I don't know, maybe it's snowmobile tracks all the way to the top, but there's a really cool park on the upper end where I would imagine people park and take their snowmobiles and go in from there. So at some point, 2 or 3 miles from the pavement, there should be a pretty well traveled road. But that could be 5 miles away, 6 miles away. And every inch right now is interesting. I am doing a whopping 4.5 miles an hour. I get to a pretty comfortable spot here. I'll show you guys just how deep I'm digging. I'm definitely not rubbing the frame, rubbing axles, anything like that. That's good enough. Take you son of a bitch. Hard to see with all that snow on my hood. But yeah. See, I'm barely digging at all. Like, I'm so far away from pumpkin. So that's very what do you call that? That's a false sense of security, I guess, is what you'd call that. Because I know for a fact there's well over 2 feet of snow below those tracks. Because I've been stepping out into it, I've been pissing in it, I've been dipping sticks in it. And last time I checked, it was like 4 miles back, and I was at least 2.5 feet of snow. And I've gone up quite a bit from there. So I'm just on top of packed snow. God, I wish I had a bumping buddy. If I just have one other person with me, like that spot back there where I just got stuck, temporarily delayed, excuse me, not stuck, temporarily delayed. One little bump. I mean, I was barely unable to move. I mean, I don't know, I probably could have frickin' rattled the lifters a little more and maybe bumped out of there, but it's one thing about the snow, the skinny pedal is not your friend in this stuff, especially when you're alone. You just dig down to your axles and get out the shovel and start digging again. The next thing you know, you're digging through 3 feet of snow trying to find gravel. I don't want to do that crap. So I like to putt around, air down, 4 low, and stay on top. Sometimes you start climbing though, and you can't avoid digging, get into awkward positions. Luckily, I know this road very well, and it is, except for the very top where you crest the top, which we're getting into, it is very nice, wide, well-traveled, well-maintained road. The very top gets a little bit of erosion, and there's a couple little ditches here and there and whatnot, but for the most part, it's not like any giant cliffs on either side or any major crazy climbs. There's one spot that climbs aggressively for like a 1/16 of a mile, 13 mile. Which I think we're getting kind of close to that. I don't know, it's been a long time since I've been through here. There we go. Not to mention that it's putting down snow. There's, from what I can figure, 3 to 4 inches of fresh snow on top of everything right now. What do we got here? Dip. It doesn't take much of an incline, doesn't take much of anything, and gravity takes over and you get in trouble. That's the big thing too. If you start digging, you start having to dig in and climb, there's no bottom to this. I mean, you're going to hit your axles long before you hit any kind of gravel or anything you can grab a hold of. Otherwise, you're just driving on ice. It's snow, but it's ice. Nice thing about snow, I mean, as long as you got a shovel, you might be a lot of work, but most of the time you can dig your way out and you never get muddy. Actually, 90% of the time you come out cleaner than when you started. Snow is really, really awesome about cleaning your vehicle. Cleans up your wheels, cleans up your undercarriage, and just cleans like crazy. Come out gleaming. Steel's acting. I should probably find a place to turn around, but I'm so terrible. I wanted to see if I could make it through, and I'm really not having a hard time chugging along right now. Ooh, look at that. I got a truck tire says I can light that on fire. I mean, yeah. Oh, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. That is a big ass pile. Funny thing is, I am starting to see more than just snowmobile tracks. I think. Maybe not. Oh shit. What do we got going? Hit those soft spots. It's scary. I don't know if they're ever going to stop. One thing about driving truck for 20 years, I got a lot of experience backing up. And I got really, really bright backup lights, so I'm not afraid to back all the way back down. What was that? About the 8 or 9? Somewhere's around there. I left truck tracks. Yeah, I can back down that far, no problem. That's the nice thing about this road. It's wide, it's well maintained, it's well traveled. Like, it's not some skinny little overgrown, washed out, you never know if the road's even there or not kind of road. Which makes it a lot of fun to play on because got a lot of room for error. Like I'm able to look around and try and see if there's any critters out there playing in the snow, which would be real obvious right now. There's so much fresh snow that any tracks I would see right now would probably be running away from me like as I'm driving up to it, so it'd be real obvious. What post is that? Is that aiming the other way? Oh, well, if it's aiming the other way, you know what that means. It's talking to the other side, so it's actually closer to come out the other side than it is to go back the way we came, which I already knew that, but the signs are confirming that. I did not intend on driving all the way through to Tiger Pass Highway 20 can. Still just snowmobile tracks. I'm not seeing truck tracks in there yet. And honestly, seeing truck tracks, it's kind of a catch-22. It's kind of bittersweet because a lot of times that's where people are giving up, and you know, a lot of skinny pedal lovers have tried to get through, got screwed up, and big old holes, big old screwed up spots, maybe got a little too close to the edge, yada yada yada. So might have some issues to deal with getting through spots that they screwed up. We're definitely on the top. I have a feeling that we are going to start going down from this point. I wonder if that was the warming hut back there. If there, oh, what's this? Oh, it's groomed in both directions. I don't know which way to go. Let's go this way. That warming hut's not very far. This could have been a mistake. There's a little snowmobile trail there. I have a feeling the main road is back that way to the right. But yeah, there it is. Hopefully I don't get totally fucked trying to go in here. Well, there's the warming hut, which we might be staying in tonight. I don't know, puppy. Should we pull in here? This is how we got fucked up last time. So you guys can see. There you go. Nice view of the warming hut. What do you think, puppy? Should we start a fire and stay here tonight? It's only 10:30. Can we check it out? Actually pull up here a little further. There's a nice little hill climb back behind this warming hut. I don't know if that is the shitter. That's gotta be the shitter. Over there to the left, which you can't see. Okay. Well, we made her to the warming hut. Alright. We might be staying here tonight. I don't know. We're going to go check it out. Yeah. You guys can watch us check it out. Screw it. I don't know if I got enough. Looks like I'm going to run out of storage. Anyway. Come on, puppy. Let's go check it out.